Howdy ho, guys and gals. Jeff King here, back again in the Den of Tools, and it is, boy, we are at the final hour, and we're talking all the hot deals on miter saws. We got sliding miter saws, regular miter saws, small ones, medium, battery powered, zero rear clearance, all the hot Black Friday deals. So let's jump into it and see what kind of savings we can get you here before Black Friday passes us by. So first off, we are over at CPO Outlets. They do a lot of refurbished stuff, a lot of their factory authorized refurbished sellers for a lot of major brands. And here we've got the Metabo HPT, that's the aka the old Hitachi brand. Factory reconditioned. This is a 15 amp single bevel 10-inch corded compound miter saw. And you're like, but it's only single bevel. It doesn't slide. Yeah. It's $90, folks, for a name brand miter saw. That is a quality saw there for under $100. That's a ridiculous price on it. And they got free shipping now in orders over $150. So maybe double up, give one to your buddy, get one for yourself, all free there. Maybe pick up some saw blades. By the time you get blades and a bunch of other stuff, you'll probably be over that $150 mark anyway. So let's take a look at what we got next. We're going to jump over to Walmart. I know you're like, Walmart? Yep, we got the Hart 7 1/4 9 amp compound miter saw. I did a video on this a year or two ago. This thing's adorable, nice little saw. It's actually a nice little useful utility saw for making small cuts, stuff like that. You know, I often like to have more than one drill press in my shop. I like to have a big one set up for, I can use for all the kind of stuff, and then a small one I'll set up for small detail kind of work. Maybe the same thing with miter saws here. You're looking at 7 1/4 inch for $94, brand new, down from $120 or so. That's a great deal. Now let's jump over to Amazon. We're going back to that Metabo HPT. We got the brand new version of it, not refurb. That's the difference. Refurb's going to cost you $90. For $10 more, you get it new. Your call there, whether you want to go new or used on it, but this is straight from Amazon, so you're going to get that Prime delivery. You got that Prime, standing behind it. You have any problems, they're going to take it back. But the Metabo HPT 10-inch miter saw, 15 amp. Now this is the C10 FCGS. Let me check the other one, and that is the C10 FCGS-M. I'm not sure what the M gets you on that one, but anyway, there you go. $10 difference there for essentially the same saw as far as I can tell. Now let's move back over to Walmart again. Now we're stepping up to Walmart's 10-inch compound miter saw, 14 amp, a step down, brand new from Walmart in that nice baby blue there with the heart for $134, down from $160. They're solid saws. I was not expecting much when I reviewed the heart saw. I really wasn't. I like their cordless tools for what they're worth. The saw surprised me with the build quality on it. I don't think you could go wrong with either of those. Now, let's jump over to the big blue box store, and that's talk about Cobalt. Now we got our first sliding saw here. We're talking about compact sliding. Now we're back down to the 7 1/4, 10 amp, single bevel, sliding compound miter saw with laser guide. Corded, of course. This is not battery operated. For $159. That's $40 off the list price on that. That's a nice little savings there. But can we do better than that? Sure we can. How about this? We got, for a few bucks more, we've got a 7 1/4 dual bevel cordless. So not only do we have sliding now, but we've got cordless as well. This is 50% off, folks. Now this is the Works model. And I know I've been kind of hemming and hawing on Works for years, but their new Nitro line, now full disclosure, they did send me, that's not this saw, but they sent me some of their new Nitro power tools, the hand tools, the impact, and the drill driver. I was thoroughly impressed for it being a Works line of tools. Definitely, I don't know if I'd call it the high-end prosumer, but definitely call it the high-end DIY weekend warrior kind of brand now. And $175. And this has got, I believe it's got a drop shadow light. You get the 4 amp hour battery. You get the charger. All of that for $175. If you're looking for a portable saw, that might be the way to go. Even if you don't get into the line for everything else, that's the kind of tool where it's enough of a standout tool at a standout price that maybe that might get you to add an extra battery line to your home arsenal. All right, now let's take about this brand here. We're over at Amazon again. Engine Dot. Now, Engine Dot is definitely a brand that nobody's ever heard of. I've never heard of it. It's a ridiculous name, let's be honest. And we look at it, come on, you know who that is. That's Tack Life. It's got to be Tack Life. Look at it. Tack Life, you don't know, got booted off of Amazon for buying reviews. Everyone does it. Well, not the major brands. DeWalt's not out there doing it. But all the other smaller brands, they all do it. But that said, they got caught. So that's what happens. You get your paw in the cookie jar. You get smacked. Anyway, they've got this is a 10-inch double speed So it's got 2 speeds on it, 3 blades. That's how you know it's the Tac Life, because they're the only one doing that double speed. 3 blades, laser guide, 15 amp single bevel cut. You know, Tac Life did send me that saw, and I sat on it for a long time because it was so bad. I ended up giving it to a friend who needed something for a project. I think he used it once and gave it to somebody else. Anyway, single, it'll cut wood, it'll cut PVC, it'll cut soft metal, depending on the blade you use in it. Anyway, $27 coupon on that, taking that down to just sub $200. Again, maybe for a single project, maybe if you're on a tight budget, maybe if you want something where you can cut multiple materials. Hey, by the way, wait till the end before you jump on any of these deals, because we're going to have, I'm saving some of the hot stuff, the really spicy stuff to the end. But let's jump through this some more. All right, how about over at Ace, we're going to get our first professional grade saw. This is the DeWalt 15 amp. We're going to jump up to 12 inch professional grade compound miter saw. No slide or anything else. It's a basic pro kind of saw there, but you're looking at down from $329 to $190, $200 basically. You got to have your Ace Rewards Club membership. Now, of course, it doesn't cost anything, but this is the same price at a lot of different locations. So why am I calling out Ace here? Well, A, I like to support shop local, and most Ace hardware stores are family-owned, family-run. So I like to support them. B, the Ace Rewards program. So not only is that getting you the discount, but you're also getting about 3,299 points back. That's cash back towards you, towards your next purchase. That's something to consider, all right? All right, but real quick, I want to talk about this since we're talking about miter saws. We always talk about having your eye pro, your eye protection area, but one thing we never seem to discuss is ear protection, which is why I want to thank Soundcore for sponsoring this video and for sending me these. These things are awesome. Now, I used 4 years, I got them right here. I got my Sennheiser headphones that I used 4 years. These were my go-to, my studio headphones. And then I got these. And these things are just phenomenal. They're comfortable. They've got the best noise canceling I've used so far. And I've had Bose, I've had Sony, I've had the Sennheiser. These are so good. It's ridiculous. It's almost kind of scary how good the noise canceling is on these. And in fact, let me put these back on so I can hear myself as I talk. Anyway, I want to thank them for sending this. They're having their Black Friday sale right now. We get the Space Q45, all new noise canceling, 50 hours of playtime because they're cordless. You can plug a cord in if you want. That's how you charge it also. But $50 off, taking these down to $140, $150. The other thing they have, and they sent me a pair of these, and I think the missus or one of the Cubs is going to grab them, are these right here, the Space A40s here. These, I haven't had a chance to play with them yet. I'm not a big one for putting things in my ear. I like the over-the-ear, but everyone else in the family thinks I'm an idiot, and they love using them. But they've got this, all-news noise-canceling earbuds, 50 hours of playtime, $20 off, taking that down to sub $100. Now, these are Goldilocks deals, or I should say Cinderella deals, because they are going to sunset. We got 12 hours, 5 minutes, and 27 seconds left on them. Anyway, they've got a whole bunch of Black Friday stuff. I'll put a link down below. Thanks again to Soundcore for sponsoring this. I got to tell you, when they reached out to me, I was like, meh, we'll see. And as soon as I hit the noise canceling, I haven't put these back on since. It's just that good. Anyway, let's jump back into it. We've got Evolution. Now, Evolution is one of these brands that everyone kind of sees out there. They don't really think about them. These are the guys who really do metal cutting kind of stuff, and they do the combo between metal and wood better than anybody else. Now, one thing a lot of people don't realize is any of your good solid woodworking saws can also more likely cut aluminum. It's not that hard. It's just like basically a hardwood equivalent. But when you start jumping up to ferrous metals and other stuff like that, that's when you really have to take care, and you need to have speed control and all sorts of other stuff. Well, Evolution's built their whole line of tools. They've got a handheld tool, they've got a table saw, and they've got the sliding miter saw. In full disclosure, they did send me the table saw, which I think is fantastic other than the weird arbor size on it. But anyway, $229 is one of the best prices I've seen on this saw. Let me double check here. Yeah, it jumped up to around $300. That's better. The $229 is the best price I think we've seen all year on this, maybe even all time. So that's a fantastic deal. It's 10-inch sliding miter saw. And it will cut multiple materials: wood with nails, composite decking, ferrous metals, non-ferrous, laminates, plastics, the whole 9 yards. There's something you want to consider. Is it the one you definitely want to go with? I don't know, but a lot of people like it. I wish it had a little bit more features to it, but you know what? It's a solid saw for $229. Let's see what we got next. Next, we've got the Skill 10-inch bevel sliding compound miter saw, down from $300. This is just a solid 10-inch sliding miter saw. Is it the best saw out there? Probably not. I would definitely consider this in the low-end prosumer, high-end weekend warrior kind of level. $250, 10-inch sliding miter saw. It's a decent saw. It's a well-built saw, but we might have some better options. Let's jump over to Home Depot. We got some serious deals over there. First up, we've got the Ryobi 15 amp 10-inch corded sliding compound miter saw with LED cut line indicator. That's that drop shadow light we'd like. Way better than the laser. Laser's better than nothing. The drop shadow light is definitely the way to go. $269, and that gets you the saw, plus you get a free stand with that. Come over here, we say free gift with purchase. You click on it, the Ryobi Universal Quick Stand there for $179. Is it the best stand out there? No, but it's a decent stand and a decent stand for this saw. Now, next up, we've got Ryobi. Look at this, the same price, but we're talking about 10-inch. Everything else, it's cordless. A cordless Ryobi saw here for $269, and guess what you get with it? You get the free stand as well. So either one, it's the same price. That's kind of ridiculous that you can get the corded version or the cordless version for the same price as the corded. All right, now let's jump up. We're in the $300 price range, and we're talking Hercules. This is not the Hercules sliding miter saw that we used to get for $300. Those days are behind us. The prices on everything are going up. If you hadn't noticed, you're just looking at $270 for a Ryobi. 12-inch dual bevel compound miter saw. Basically the same saw, except it doesn't slide. Now it's $300, but if you got Inside Track Club, you're looking at $280 on that. Now, also, they've got some other deals. We got the Bauer. This is a 12-inch dual bevel sliding compound miter saw here. $320 is the normal price on that, and it's coming in with Inside Track at $300 even. All right, let's see what else we got. Now we're back looking at the Metabo. Check this out. Metabo HPT sliding compound miter saw, 12-inch, double bevel, laser, not the LED light, 15 amp, 5-year warranty. The secret sauce on this, 0 rear clearance. See the tubes over on the side? That's what this is right here. Let me see if I can get a different perspective on it. Oh, they're just not getting... There we go. There's the tubes on the side, kind of over-under kind of barrel kind of look there. That means this thing can fit flush up against a wall. So if you have this in your shop or something, you're not going to be losing... Like, I have one where I have to set it out like a foot from the wall. Or at least I used to. I now have 0 clearance saws in the shop. But anyway, $350 for a 0 rear clearance. That's probably... No, it is. It's the cheapest you're going to get for a 0 rear clearance going right now. All right, let's see what else we've got. How about this Black Friday sale back over at Harbor Freight? Now we've got the Hercules, the full boat there. The sliding compound miter saw, 12-inch LED drop shadow light. This is a fantastic saw for the money, $350. They also have their miter saw stand on sale for $150. So together you're looking at $500, which is not a great deal considering some of the other deals we got, especially over at Home Depot. Look at this. We got the Rigid. This is another 0 rear clearance. It's got the robotic style arms on it. Full disclosure, Rigid, the company, actually not Rigid, the company behind Delta who makes this saw for Rigid and for Delta sent me both versions of the saw, and I played around with them. I think I got early versions of the saw. I wasn't super thrilled with them. Maybe I need to fine tune them some more. I haven't had a ton of time to play with them, but I had a lot of other people who've worked with them who said that they're fantastic. So, you know, always check multiple sources. We're not the only people you need to be listening to. Maybe the first people you need to be listening to if you want the hot deals. But anyway, $379 is the price on this, coming down from $550. One of the better prices you're going to see for a saw like this. All right, next up, we've got the Rigid. Now, this is the regular tube kind of sliding, not 0 rear clearance, but you're getting the stand with it. So you got a 12-inch sliding compound miter saw there. You get the stand as well with it for $400. That's a great deal. How about this? We got the DeWalt. This is the 779, not the 780, okay? So no drop shadow light on this. $400 though, and your free gift with purchase is one of these two stands. And look at this. The first stand, don't get that stand. That stand, I'm not a big fan of it. But this down here, the DeWalt 300-pound rolling miter saw capacity saw, that is a great stand for free. That's a ridiculous combo there for $400. If you're looking for a pro setup, it's hard to argue with that one. But don't order now. There's more. Bosch. This is, I always say about like this is the Cadillac of this. This is the Cadillac of this. This is the Ram 3500 Mega Cab of sliding miter saws. This is the top of the line, the Laramie, the whole 9 yards. This is a fantastic saw. If you want a miter saw, it's between this and the Hitachi, and we're going to talk about the Hitachi in just a minute. But this is a good price. Now, this used to be like the standard everyday sale price, and a lot of people, we mentioned this in a previous video, and the people were like, well, that's not a great sale price. Unfortunately, guys, prices go up, and they rarely, if ever, come back down, and this is just the nature of the world we're in right now. This is a good price on this saw. I track prices on all these tools throughout the year, and I've been doing it now since 2015. So I hear your pain, but this is where it is. And right now, that's a good deal on this saw, and it is a absolutely fantastic saw. Now, next up, we've got the Skill Saw. This is using Skill's worm drive technology, not zero rear clearance. This is the kind of thing you're going to want to take out in the field and stuff like that. Some people argue whether the worm tech is as useful in a miter saw as it is in a handheld circ saw. But the fact of the matter is, it's a solid saw for $557. That's down from $650. All right, we got Jet 584. This is a 12-inch dual bevel compound miter saw from Jet, one of the top makers of power tools in the world, industrial, commercial grade, professional tier tools. And this tool is absolutely, I have no idea why it's cost that much. I'm sorry. I used to be a huge fan of Jet. I did years ago, I bought a used Jet table saw, I refurbished it. The old Jet stuff's fantastic. This, I would say the Hercules is probably better than it. You're just paying for the name. I'm sorry. It's a good deal based on how much you normally pay for these, but I wouldn't pay that much for it. I wouldn't pay $300 for that saw. I'm sorry. All right, Makita. We talked about the Makita. So this is like the Bosch. This is they're hand in or neck and neck as to which one's the best one. But the difference of this is cordless. So this is the Makita 36 volt. It's running dual battery systems. They're 10 inch. I guess the 10 inch, not the 12 inch. Sorry about that. Sliding compound miter saw with laser kit with the batteries for $650. If you're looking to get in the Makita line, if you're looking for a portable professional grade miter saw, that would be the way to go. All right, that takes us up to the top tier of what's on sale right now. Now, there may be other saws out there, but these are what the hot deals are right now. But I was saving some spicy stuff till the end. Wait till you see this. Ryobi 7 1/4 inch miter saw for $45.49. This is over at Direct Tools. That's the factory outlet for TTI. They make Milwaukee, they make Rigid, they make Ryobi, they make Hart, they make Hoover vacuums, and a bunch of other stuff, and they make tools for other companies as well. This is a ridiculous deal. $45.49 at 35% off. This is factory reconditioned. The way I always look at it is, hey, they found the weak link in the chain and they've replaced it. Might be better than new. I've always had good luck with factory refurb stuff when buying it from authorized, resellers and such. This is direct from the horse's mouth, as it were. So anyway, this is a ridiculous. They got more than this, but I just want to point this out because I've talked about this combo before. I talked about with the Hart and other ones. Now, this really only works with the 7 1/4 inch because you have to have a blade who matches or is less than the rotational speed, the RPMs of the saw. And this saw rotates at 5,100 RPMs, and this blade goes up to 5,800 RPMs. This is a thick ferrous metal cutting blade. That turns this saw into a metal saw. And you can swap it back and forth, but at $45, I would buy that, put that blade in it, throw it in the corner, and use it for all my cold metal cuts. I've done a video with the Hart saw doing this, and the Hart and the Ryobi, they're kissing cousins, as you know. Same, not quite the same DNA, but it's too close for comfort. Anyway, this is a great setup here. $31.97 turns your saw into a metal saw, and you get cold, nice, smooth, non-sharp, cold cuts. They're great. But you know what else? Direct Tools got more than just that little Ryobi. They got the 10-inch. They've got the 1 Plus. They've got the sliding. They've got the rigid dual bevel. Look at all these. I can't even go through all of them. I'm just going to scroll through them real quick. You can pause the video where you want to take a look at something. They're having ridiculous prices, and every single one of these is shipped to home. Why is that a big deal? Well, Direct Tools had a lot of great deals, but often they're in-store only, and there's only a handful of stores, and if they're not near you, they're not near you. I made sure all of these deals are ones that you can get. But let's move on, because we talked about all the saws. We talked about the hot, spicy deal there. Let's talk about what you're going to put these saws on. So I got a quick collection of miter saw stands. First off, on the budget end is the Tomax. These names, I can't help. I can't even talk about it. It's just ridiculous. The Tomax miter saw stand. This is going to be your lightweight. This is going to be for a 7 1/4 or 10-inch. I would not put a 12-inch miter saw on this. Not if you value your digits. All right, call it $90. It's over on Amazon. Northern Tools got the Keeter folding work table. Even if you're not looking for the miter saw stand, this is a great table. I've got 2 of the Hart tables like this. They don't sell them under the Hart brand anymore. $100 is a good price on this. You're saving $30. It's at Northern Tool, and yes, I have used these tables as miter saw stands. You put the miter saw in there, you take the clamps, turn them into the table, and you clamp them down. It works fantastic. All right, and how about this? We got a portable folding rolling table there from PowerTech, the MT4009 for $135, down from $158. That's a nice basic universal kind of rolling table. But we got maybe some better deals. This one I'm a huge fan of for your shop. If you've got a smaller shop and you use your miter saw a lot, look at this. It's a universal stand. It'll hold a miter saw. It'll hold a planer. It'll hold a bunch of power tools. It's a little high for a table saw, but a bunch of other stuff, sanders and kind of stuff. But you got the outfeed rollers on it. And on top of it, you see that little pedal down there? You step on that pedal, and now it goes up on the rollers, and it will roll around all over your shop. Super easy. Nice. That way you can move stuff in and out if you got a small shop, and maybe even if you have a bigger shop and you want to move it around to your workpiece, that kind of stuff. $156 is a great deal on that. All right, now let's move along over at, talking about great deals, Home Depot. This rigid folding miter saw stand. This is a universal. It works with more than just rigid. Most of these miter saw stands do. Anyway, $169. Will it work with every single one? I can't say that. Will it work with every one I've looked at? Yeah, it will. $169. You're saving $80 on that. All right, say you want to. Now, one thing I do want to talk about. These stands, this type with the wheels and everything, they're fantastic for areas where you're working where it's pretty smooth, like it's been paved, or you're on wood or something like that, or you have really flat earth. If you're working in an uneven area, you want to go with one of these 4-legged stands, especially if they got some that have the adjustable 4th leg. This one does not. You know, this is a great Makita stand. It's a solid stand. The wheels are ridiculously small. I don't know what Makita was thinking there. I don't want to be dragging it. I guess if you're using it like this, but a lot of people like to leave the saw attached. This would not be a case where I would leave the saw attached while moving the stand. I would not with those wheels. I wouldn't. All right, but anyway, $180 is the price on that one. How about this? We got the Tough Built. This is another kind of portable 4-legged stand, but look at the outfeed on this. That is ridiculous. This is a robust. Everything Tough Built makes is pretty robust, is it not? But this is a solid stand with lots of great features. Really gets out there. And again, it's a nice 4-legged stand there. So anyway, we're looking at $235, $234.99, $235. Call it what it is. All right, and next up we've got the Bosch portable gravity rise table. So this has got basically a spring-loaded system in it. So when you get where you're going, you just pop a button and boom, it just comes right up nice and easy. You don't have to worry about your back or anything like that. $313, down from $389. This is a solid stand at a solid price. We got a few more options here for you. This is the Holy Trinity, the Holy Grail of miter saw stands, portable miter saw stands in my book. This is from Bora. It's $390, but look at this thing. This is, your saw folds down in there. You get a 0 rear clearance saw, then you don't have it sticking out the back. And then it spins around, folds up, and you're working like that. That is the way to do it, folks. And look at this. The tables actually come up to make it even with the table of the saw. They've answered all the questions in this stand. But again, the price, though, does reflect that $390, but down from $500. All right, and we're talking outfeed real quick. So a couple outfeed options. We got the Work Pro. This is your basic of basic outfeed stands there. The little tabs here, they fold down on the side. They can get out of the way so you can have just the roller if you want. It's adjustable height. It's $40, and there's a $4 off coupon taking it down to $36. The other option is the Workess. This is a roller support stand for $50. Check this out. So it's got this, the head rotates on it. So you've got a stop. You've got a straight roller, and then you've got the little ball rollers if you're working with like sheet material like this one here. So if you're using it with your table saw or you're using it with something else, that's a great option there. It's adjustable height, a single one for $50, or you can get two of them. You get a set there for, I take it back, these look like they're the different set there. I thought they were the same ones. They're not. Anyway, $50, that's a great deal on that. Anyway, there you go. There's all your hot deals. I want to thank Soundcore again for sponsoring the video and for the headphones, because these things just rock. I don't know if I've shown you a good close-up of the quality of these things. Let me jump over here so I can show you what I'm talking about. These things are built just so nice. Anyway, thanks again to them for sending me these and for these. The kids will be loving those. Anyway, stay tuned. We're going to talk about toolboxes. We're going to talk about all sorts of other Black Friday deals. And we still have the day of deals coming up for Home Depot. So make sure you've chomped the old like button, smash the subscribe, ring the bell on your way out. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.